with technology to match.
All right. And I apologize for the technical difficulties we've had today. Satan does not want this problem to go, but God is greater.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Yes, Lord.
Welcome to the WBTH 6 o'clock evening news. When the news breaks, we fix it. I am your host, Frank Opinion. And our top story tonight was 9 out of 10 people who drink brake fluid cannot stop. And this is my co-anchor, Dynamite.
Thanks, Frank. Our little town of Bethlehem is busting at the seams with travelers coming to us due to the Roman census. Let's go to Hugh Morris, our correspondent at the palace, to see what the Romans have to say about the tax.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Hello and welcome. Here we are with Centurion himself. We're Centurion.
Centurion Flavius.
Flavius. Honor, sir. We've been noticing an influx of people in town about a census. What can you tell us about this?
Oh, this is the Roman census. The Emperor Caesar wanted us to have a census in order to raise taxes so that we could secure this province with peace and safety.
Fine goal for our illustrious Roman rulers.
Absolutely. We need to take care of... Hey, you over there, quit that!
Look, taxation staff, come on!
Ah!
Busting at the seams is right. Busting at the seams is right. My house is full of out-of-town relatives right now. You can see how the census has affected our local businesses. Let's go to the man in the street. Our man in the street, Hugh Morris, with the local innkeeper, Will Coleman.
Now, I'm here with the local innkeeper. Tell us, we've had a massive influx of travelers due to the census. How's this affecting the hospitality industry?
I'm Moshe Ben Shlomo of the Dewdrop Inn, and it's been great. Because of the census, we are fully booked. We're doing great. In fact, I've been able to raise prices by 20%. It's fantastic.
Outstanding. Now, I hear that there's actually people who still don't have rooms.
That's true. I've turned a few people away already. I hate to do that, but only place left that anyone could possibly sleep is the stable, and that's kind of dirty. But I think I'll let that out too. Hold on. There's a young couple coming. She looks like she's big with child. Maybe I'll give them the stable. Fine. There you go.
Back to you. Looks like some people may be sleeping in a manger.
We'll do our best to stay on top of that story. This night keeps getting stranger and stranger, but for now, a word from our sponsor.
Hey, Bird, look what I found in my daddy's closet. You know, I bet you this is from the big one. You know, WW2. Boy, I bet them were some great times. I know, because I never miss Hogan's Heroes on WDBJ7. You know, with Schultz and Hogan and Commandant Clint. Hogan's Heroes, weekdays on your hometown station. You know, Vern, this must be some kind of a cigarette lighter. I know that. I see that.
Welcome back. Operator Karen says that we have a caller on our tattletale line saying that there apparently angels has been spotted in the sky minutes ago. We'll play you the audio now.
Is this the TV station? Hello? Is this the TV station? Oh, this is Joseph. I'm a shepherd at the Shepherd's Field near Bethlehem. And you know, we had a wild night. Something strange happened. We were watching our sheep, and Shlomo was snoozing off, and I was taking care of the little sheep that had been lost that we found today. And we're taking care of it, and I was trying to warm up. It was a little chilly. I was warming up by the fire, and then all of a sudden, boom! There were angels all over the place, and you know, it scared me. And Shlomo woke up at that point, and we looked around, and we were trying to cover our face from them, and they said, "Don't fear not, for behold, we bring you, what was it, so, good tidings of great joy. And wow, it's exciting. So we got up and they said, they're going to show us where the Messiah is born. We followed them all the way to a manger. There's a hillside there, and there's a mother and I guess the father, and there's a baby in that manger wrapped in swaddling clothes. The angels are singing, and I don't know what else to say. It's just scary, but then joyful and exciting.
That's right. If news happens around, you call our station. Call this line, and remember, if you tattle, we will tell. Most interesting is their talk about a birth of a Messiah being born in the city of David. And now shepherds are headed toward to praise this child in the manger.
Shepherds, prophecy, angels, new stars appearing in the sky. And now we have reports of wise men coming in from the east. Our palace insider will tell us an undetermined number of wise men visited Herod asking about a new king that's to be born soon. Officials at the palace are denying these reports, and they're saying that if anyone sees this new king, please let them know so that they can worship him as well. Let's go to our exclusive interview with these wise men.
That's right. This is Hugh Morris with an exclusive album filled with the wise men that we were told weren't at the palace. So guys, the question is, why were you guys at the palace, and why is the palace being so tight-lipped about everything?
Well, our venture actually started because we are advanced studies of the stars, and we noticed that phenomena suggested that we follow the star in order to find the new king. So, as we were following a star across the land, we thought we'd stop at the palace, because that's where you normally think you'd find the king. And then when we talked to the Herod, we discovered that
King Herod, no.
he's not the guy we're looking for. And so we decided the star wasn't directly overhead, so we decided we're going to continue our journey and actually find exactly where the star is pointing.
It seems to be south toward Bethlehem from Jerusalem.
We're going to bring gifts for this new king that the heavens have foretold.
See, we've heard it here first. Apparently, the palace is scared of the new king.
I think so.
We'll try to get an interview with them later.
Apparently, there's more to this story. We will try to keep getting an interview with someone at the palace, anyone from the palace. Before then, we'll step away for our segment, A Good Minute with Pastor Rena.
Thân ái, chào quý ông bà, anh chị em. Tôi là mục sư Rena Bùi, đang quản nhiệm Hội Thánh International Church of Fire. Là một hội thánh cho nhiều dân tộc và nhất là cho cộng đồng người Việt Nam. Đây là một hội thánh được thành lập để tôn vinh Đức Chúa Trời và tôn cao danh Chúa Giêsu trong gia đình, hội thánh, cộng đồng, các thành phố và khắp mọi nơi bằng cách chúng tôi xây dựng một hội thánh sống động để rao giảng tin lành cho rất nhiều người còn đang sống trong một thế giới đau thương và hư mất. Với sự giảng dạy lời Chúa để phục hồi đời sống tan vỡ và những tấm lòng bị tổn thương và đào tạo họ trở thành một cơ đốc nhân đắc thắng nhờ mối tương giao mật thiết với Chúa và tâm trí họ được đổi mới bằng lời của Ngài. Amen. Thưa quý ông bà, anh chị em, chúng tôi rất vui mừng được đón tiếp ông bà, anh chị em tới Hội Thánh International Church of Fire.
All right, I'm just now hearing reports. We finally have that exclusive interview with a palace official. Let's go now to our correspondent at the palace and see what they have.
Centurion,
We heard rumors about wise men coming to pay allegiance to a new king. Do you have anything to say on the matter?
There is no new king. No comment. Caesar is the king. It does make you wonder what exactly the palace is hiding. It's obvious to this reporter that Herod and Herod's lack of popularity with the people may not survive the news of a new king. One only hopes that he handles it well. And now, a word from our sponsor. Of course.
Oh, Vern. Very good.
I thought you said this Vern was a friend of yours.
Oh, Vern's just like that. He'll do anything for a laugh. Come on. It's Santa's little party, helper. This is Harvey. You know, kind of a fodder acres kind of thing. As the twig is bent, so grows the tree. Know what I mean? It'll look good right over here, right?
Nice place. It's really you.
I just sit right in there. Don't worry, I'll make you fish. You wanna hang out? Take some lights on the top yet? Oh. Turkey punch. Yeah, that ought to hold.
Oh, this situation. Okay, go ahead.
Thanks to the census, we expected things in our little town of Bethlehem to pick up, but tonight we've seen anything beyond what we expected. Arrival of angels would be great news just by itself, but now talks of a new king. Where does that leave us?
It leaves us a lot of questions. To help put this all together with the rest of the story, we're going to go to our segment, You Heard with Purred Happily. But before we go, we want to thank you for watching and have a good night.
Hello, I'm Purred Happily, and this is the rest of the story. Roman taxes, angels, wise men from the east, and talks of a newborn king are making the rounds of Bethlehem right now. Maybe you heard some of the scuttlebutt. But what does it all mean? How does our tiny little town factor into all this? Well, I'm here tonight to help you, our viewers, put the rest of the story together. First off, we found that the prophet Micah actually foretold that Bethlehem would be the site of the new king's birthplace. Let's read his words together. But you, O Bethlehem of Ephrathah, were one of the little clans of Judah, from you shall come forth for me one who is to rule in Israel, whose origin is from old, from ancient days. The prophet Isaiah also speaks of the same king, calling him Emmanuel and proclaiming the sign of the virgin birth. We even have exclusive video from the temple with his presentation in Jerusalem. Wow, everybody hear Simeon? He said, I can die in peace. I've seen the Savior. What a day. What a day. You see, Simeon said in that video, for my eyes have seen your salvation. Some of us hear those words, and we wonder the point of Simeon's declaration. Well, I want to turn to the prophet Isaiah again so that we can explain the magnitude of Simeon's words. See, my servant shall prosper. He shall be exalted and lifted up, and shall be very high. Just as there were many who were astonished by him, so marked was his appearance, beyond human semblance, and his form beyond that of mortals. So he shall startle many nations. Kings shall shut their mouths because of him. For that which had not been told them they shall see, and that which they had not heard they shall contemplate. Who has believed what we've heard? And to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? For he grew up before him like a young plant, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no form or majesty that we should look at him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by others, a man of suffering and acquainted with infirmity. And as one from whom others hide their faces, he was despised, and we held him of no account. Surely he has borne our infirmities and carried our sicknesses. Yet we accounted him stricken, struck down by God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the punishment that made us whole, and by his bruises we are healed. We, all like sheep, have gone astray. We've all turned to our own way. The Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. You see, this child, this Messiah, this new king, this Son of God, he's the one that the prophet Isaiah, he's the one that will make these words come to pass. The angel told his mother to call him Jesus. Well, as for me, I call him Savior. But I ask you the most important question of all. Since you've heard all this, what do you call him today?